Our heat wave is over, the humidity not so much. I'll have more on our steamy and stormy summertime pattern.
Now, from Western North Carolina's news leader, this is News 13 at 11.
For days on end here.
Well, that heat wave that we've had, highs in the 90s in Asheville, that has broken. But warm days, humid days, we still have plenty of those ahead. Meanwhile, overnight, we can see we're going to be quite a bit calmer than we were earlier in the evening. We see just a few showers left on our radar, and those are over the southern upstate. Earlier, we had some severe storms in the foothills, western mountains, but again, right now we can see how that trend is for a quieter overnight. That morning walk forecast tomorrow is going to start off cloudy. That mugginess, that familiar feel will be there. About 69 degrees at 7. That is really the best time to get out and get that walk in because we begin to warm up. 9 o'clock, we're in the mid 70s, and then look at 11. By then, we are feeling the heat, 83 degrees. Sunrise time tomorrow is 6:21, but we're not going to be as warm as what we have been recently. We might tie today's high. We made it up to 88 today. The first day of July, we were not in the 90s, well off that record high and only a few degrees above average. More heat at GSP today that did make it into the mid 90s. So the heat risk today, you see how we had some red on the map, mainly in the upstate with that major heat risk. We go into Monday, we see that heat risk backing off even a little more. Now coming up, I'll show you when our next round of showers and storms is expected to fire up and what they could bring. Temperature-wise, yes, Mark, but that humidity is going to be high and we'll feel pretty uncomfortable if you're out during the warmest part of the day. Our rain chances are high to begin the work week. I think they're the highest of the week on Monday, and then you see they come down a bit for the middle of the week before they go back up. And a quick look at that pollen count. It does go down, way down on Monday and Tuesday before rising a little. I'll have more on how much our temperatures are going to be lower in the coming days.
And now, your News 13 Skywatch weather.
Even though we're not going to be as hot as what we were over the 4th of July, we're still feeling plenty of heat and humidity. That muggy meter is working overtime this week, and we are going to be feeling it with dew points in the 60s pretty much every day this week. So you may want to find some relief at the pool, and if you do have that luxury of getting a swim in during the day on Monday, just be aware our rain and storm chances are going to be going up, especially mid to late afternoon. So when you hear thunder, time to get out of the pool, go inside a sturdy building. And you can see how our temperatures are going to be rising into the mid to upper 80s pretty early in the day before some of that rain activity knocks them back. We can certainly use the rain. We have not had any measurable rain at the Asheville airport for several days now, and we do remain in a drought. But this week could help out with that a bit more. We have this typical summertime pattern setting up. That big heat dome is broken down, but we still have this ridge that is going to be pulling plenty of Gulf moisture in at the surface. So this is some humid and warm air. Meanwhile, that front is kind of stalled out to the north of us, and so this keeps that humid air in place. And with the heating of the day, we should have these storms popping up a little later on in the day. Not very organized activity for tomorrow, but that could be changing as the week goes on. Hour by hour futurecast, a cloudy start at morning commute time, but then we heat up, we get a little more activity by midday, and then give it about another hour or two. We're much more active with showers and storms in the mountains. The severe chance should be fairly low. Some of these could be slow moving though, putting down some heavy rain. And then once again, once we lose the heating of the day, we also lose that rain and storm activity. Heat tracker shows that the feels like temperature with the humidity should be in the lower 90s. So even though we don't have weather warm days, definitely Continue to practice extreme caution in the mountains and in the upstate. The heat index, it feels like, starting off in the triple digits and then falling into the upper 90s, which is still very uncomfortable. Do be careful. You see your highs tomorrow ranging from lower 80s in Newland to the lower 90s in the foothills, some mid 90s possible. 88 in Asheville, that was our high today, and so we'll be back there again tomorrow. We see our temperatures fall off a little bit on Tuesday. Rain chances go down midweek, and we're back in the upper 80s. But as we go into the weekend, we could get a cold front moving in, and that will knock us back into the mid 80s with that chance of storms pretty much every day in the mountains and the upstate. Not feeling too much like Hawaii. They're a little milder than this. We have more heat and humidity going on. And even though we're cooler than what we have been, we're still running on the warm side, upper 80s.